Hello, my name is Russell Boudry, Router Product Manager here at MultiCam, and I'm here today with Chris Schmierecker, Product Specialist for Unist. We're going to be talking in this video about an accessory that doesn't get a whole lot of attention, but can make a big impact in cutting aluminum, and that's the Minimum Quantity Lubrication, or MQL, misting unit.
Today we'll be talking about the available adjustments on the MQL unit to help fine-tune your spray pattern, as well as looking some common parts and maintenance for the MQL unit.
The operator can choose which tool he will be using the misting fluid on by using the tool configuration screen. He simply just goes down to the tool number that he's going to be utilizing, goes over to the misting column, and turns it to yes. Once the tool has been identified in the keypad, during a file execution, the mist will come on automatically when you're doing a pin down to do a cut of a part, so that you don't waste misting fluid going from part A to part B. However, getting the perfect spray pattern for cutting those parts is completely dependent on the adjustments of the MQL misting unit itself.
The system is equipped with 3 adjustments. The first being the air metering screw, which will adjust how fine a spray is generated. Too little air will result in pulsating and spitting, while too much air will create a fog of a very fine mist. The next adjustment is the pump stroke distance adjustment. At full stroke, the pump is dispensing 1/30th of a milliliter of fluid with each stroke. The last adjustment is the pulse generator, which controls the rate at which the pumps cycle when the system is on. 10 cycles per minute, or a stroke every 6 seconds, is a great starting point for most applications.
The best way to adjust your Unist MQL system to obtain a proper spray pattern is to use the keypad hotkeys of Shift, Spindle Test, then select Mister Output for manually turning it on and off. Turning the mister on and off allows you to slide a piece of cardboard with the nozzle approximately 2 inches from the board.
I'm going to show you a few examples of what an improper spray pattern looks like. In this first example, the output is spitting because the air metering screw is allowing too little air. Contrary to too little air, too much air will create a fog of a very fine mist. The recommended initial setting is 3/4 of the way open from all the way closed. You will want to adjust the amount of fluid, the frequency of the pump, and the airflow until you see a smooth and consistent spray pattern.
The best way to get this spray pattern onto your router bit is to adjust the nozzles at the tip of the tool, with one flex nozzle from the front and the other from the side. So Unist provides us a bottle, an 8-ounce bottle of this Coolube with every misting unit that we sell. One of my questions, Chris, is why Coolube, and what are some of the other options that we would have for misting fluid?
Yeah, it's a great question, Russell. So we manufacture Coolube 2210AL, which is specially formulated for processing aluminum. It will not oxidize or leave a sticky residue on your parts. It's totally safe for the operators and work environment, and we warranty our fixed displacement pumps for life when they're used exclusively with our Coolube product line. However, we adapt to customers' wants and needs. Other fluids, such as vanishing and alcohol-based fluids, can be used as well. In this case, we always recommend that somebody keeps a couple rebuild kits on hand, just in case a pump fails. We also are more than willing to test a fluid at our facility, or provide the customers with a list of materials that the fluid will come in contact with, so they can consult their fluid supplier to make sure there's no compatibility concerns.
Wow, that's great. Thanks, Chris. Now, MultiCam supports and provides all the necessary consumables and parts for the support of the MQL unit system, such as the flex lines, copper lines. We even offer different size reservoirs, gallon size Coolube, as well as this rebuild kit. And one of the questions that came up was, what are the symptoms that I might see that would indicate that I need to do a rebuild?
Yeah, it's a great question, Russell. So if users are seeing fluid that's bubbling up into the reservoir, if they notice reduced fluid output, or when the system is on and they notice that pump is sticking or it's a little sluggish, those are pretty telltale signs that that pump needs to be rebuilt.
The MQL unit system that's configured for MultiCam has 2 fixed displacement pumps, and each one of these pumps require its own rebuild kit. Now, The process for doing this rebuild is instructions are in here, as well as we have a link of a Unist technician going through the steps. Now the whole process from the time we took this off to the time we were putting it back on only took us about 30 minutes. So it's very user-friendly and easy. We recommend you keeping a couple of these rebuild kits on hand.